Sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously, quick turnaround here from Sunday. Obviously, you're always excited to be selected in the field, and it's as a young player, these guys growing up, it's the March Madness and Selection Sunday is always a big thing to watch the unveiling of the bracket. So, you know, we've been able to, I think the quick turnaround is good for us. And a good day off yesterday, and got back learning about Montana today, and we'll do more tomorrow after we get out there. But obviously, a good team, well coached. He's done a good job there for 11 or 12 years now. Obviously, we played Montana back in 2012. It wasn't Wayne Tinkle was the coach there at that time, but a program that's historically been very good in that league, very consistent. And you can tell by watching them on film. Experienced players, old players, fundamentally sound, tough. Exactly what you'd expect getting a champion out of a league like that. So, so that to remind everyone, specifically players, you don't take this for granted. I mean, this is a special time, and you know, we got a team that has earned their way here and earned their way to this seed, and we're looking forward to getting out to Denver and then playing on Thursday morning.
Coach,
yeah,
two-part on preparation. You mentioned, the quick turnaround. Do you guys do anything differently when you played 4 games in 4 days and now have to go play on Thursday? And also, when it comes to preparation, do you factor all things like altitude when you're going to play in Denver, given you guys haven't played there before?
Yeah, I mean, it's, in terms of the recuperation or recovery, that started already on Sunday. I mean, Sunday after we get done, Sunday night, when we got back here, preparation started the minute the brackets got revealed. I mean, I was already watching 2 or 3 games deep into the preparation by Sunday night. And then using, like I said, Sunday night and Monday for recovery and everything. I mean, you're getting to this time of the year, or when you're in this time of the year, you have to trust who you are. We're going to change a whole lot. They're not going to change a whole lot. You trust your preparation, what's got you to this point, the success you've had. So the normal, you approach it, no matter where you would go, you approach it the same way in terms of the recovery and how we're fortunate to play 4 games in 4 days. It means we've obviously got a good team to be able to play that deep into that tournament, and not be turned around and you learn quickly. Like I said, the biggest thing that'll help, I think, if you get to this time of the year is that Montana, I believe, is too. We're very grounded in what they do, very grounded in their principles, how they play. No matter which game you turn on, they're trying to do similar things. And I think it's, we're much like that in terms of we are who we are, and we have to be a better version of what we've been doing all year.
Jesse, Greg, what encouraged you about what you saw from your team in the Big Ten tournament? Did you kind of jump up the Michigan game to 4 games in 4 days?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I'll back up Jesse first. The defensive end, we got really good. I mean, we really had some bite back to us. And, I thought in all 4 games we were really good defensively. And I think in terms of the Michigan game, I think we took some bad shots, more bad shots than normal, specifically early and specifically from 3. Shots we didn't have to take, to contested shots. And Michigan did a really good job of contesting us. And, but we settled too much at times, didn't we? In terms of, we missed some good shots too. We had some wide open looks, even later made some wide open looks. But I thought holistically, the story of that is we tried to do too much at the rim when they were jump walling. Flop may be the best in the country at jump walling. There, we should need to play off 2 feet and spray it better and more. And then the threes that we took that we didn't have to necessarily take. So those are a couple things we took from that film. What was the other part of your question? Was that you to answer that first? Yeah, defensively. Yeah, I thought we were defensively really good. We're gonna have to, continue that forward.
Rob, Coach, 2 months ago on that defensive part, you mentioned when you guys were in the 40s and 50s, that was the area you wanted to see this team improve. Do you think you guys are where you need to be defensively
asking the coach, so I'm never gonna be satisfied, you know? But we are, I think we are in the top 30 now, close to it. And that was the target, that trying to be, you know, top 25, top 30 defensively, top 10 offensively, and we've hovered in that 12, 13 spot, at times offensively, or in home, I think that's where we're at, but, there's always room for improvement. I don't think we'll, you know, ever stop asking for more and trying to set the bar higher, so, we definitely made big strides, you know, in the last 60 days. And obviously you need to be able to play a little deep into this month. You have to be good on both ends of the floor.
Okay.
Coach, what are some of the things about the Grizzlies that maybe stick out to you? Is it the guard play offensively? And in addition, I think their tallest player is 6'8". Does that kind of change your preparation at all?
Not really, no. I mean, they're like I said before, it's what you expect out of that league, the Big Sky, but you know, just the biggest thing is how old they are. And I think probably if you look across the board, I haven't studied all 68 rosters. My guess is the vast majority of them are old, just in today's era. That's how you have to be. So they're, you know, from Whitney, their point guard, to guys coming off the bench, you know, there's very few young guys that are playing. And that experience really, if you go through the league like they did, went 15-3, and I know they tied the regular season with Northern Colorado, but won the tiebreaker based on, I think they beat them twice. The experience jumps out. You know, they've had guys that have been there, whether they've done it. You know, Whitney's done it as point guard at Montana. He's the all-time wins leader, all-time assist leader. You know, and then they've got other guys. You know, Lenny Williams can really score. You know, they got their leading scorer coming off the bench. You know, so it's a team that's just obviously you watch it as you start earlier in the year with some of the games, and you work your way forward to this time of year. They've come together, they've grown, they've gotten better. You know, they had some guys hurt or out early in the year when they played Tennessee and Oregon and Northern Iowa. I don't think they had everybody healthy at that time. So, and they've gotten better. You know, they went on a run there, other than I think losing at Idaho State. They went on a run where they won 14 out of 15 coming down the stretch of their league play. So, and obviously, regardless of that, you still have to win your conference tournament when you're in that league. So they've been very consistent, I think, in large part due to their maturity and their age.
Greg, you said you think the quick tournament will be good for you guys. What makes you feel that way? Is there a benefit that you can find from playing in Thursday instead of Friday?
Yeah, I think quick turn, go play, right? Don't dwell on, hey, we got the championship game, we didn't get it done. Now let's go on to next week to play another one. So we just focused on a 14 two-game tournament. So that's what we have. You have to win Thursday if you want to get Saturday. And you know, as I've always said, that all the bad teams are probably waking up right now on spring break, you know, somewhere with their feet in the sand, and the really good ones are still playing. So I think the juice we had today in practice, how they've approached it. I have a mature group too, and an old group, so they understand. You turn the page, we learn from it. We know, you know, even if we won on Sunday, it doesn't change, right? What we have to do going forward. So I thought we got a really good seed. I understand why we got sent to Denver based on the seed lines. With Kentucky, I think Texas Tech, Iowa State, all had us at the 3 line. So, you know, Sunday didn't matter. I don't think even Saturday mattered in terms of the committee's eyes. I think we were locked. So you turn the page and get ready to go play.
Talk about a quick turnaround. Last year, I guess you did have a little more time to prepare. It was a Friday night game, but it was kind of the same deal. You get to the Big Ten championship game, and then I imagine you didn't start the way you wanted to. What did you kind of learn from that? All of y'all learned from that experience that maybe you can take into this one, some kind of similar deal.
Well, one, we're healthier than we were a year ago. We were pretty banged up, although we didn't talk about it at the time. We had some guys that hurt that didn't even literally run until Wednesday. So I think that's one thing. I think this team is built a little differently in terms of being able to have quick turns. We got more depth. We got quality depth at a lot of positions. And like I said, you just learn from it, you move on, and I think the quicker you can turn the page, and I would have handled the Friday night game differently in terms of, I felt the waiting around, looking back at it all day in the hotel, the 10 o'clock start or wherever we had was not good for us. We didn't come out functioning like we should have, or could have. That's credit to JMU as well, but this team is different. This team is, and we're healthier and fresher than we were a year ago.
Ron,
Coach, after the game, you mentioned shot selection wise, you thought you guys got pretty good shots. You mentioned when you kind of watched back some of the early shots. When you guys are taking this many threes, do you maybe, even though they're good shots, do you question the taking those threes compared to being a little bit more aggressive inside the paint, or do you chalk it up to they're good shots, they can go do it on the numbers?
Well, it depends on the quality of the shot, and really, it's hard to always make an instantaneous analysis in live time, on those, and specifically when they're on the other end for me, and I can't quite tell distance and space of closeouts and those things, but I thought it was a mix of both. We had more good shots than we took bad shots. We missed more good shots than bad shots that we took. So I think part of that is catching ourselves when we do take them. I still want them aggressive. I mean, you can't win in March if you're not confident and aggressive. And I don't want to micromanage shot selection, but we did take too many unnecessary. There was plenty of time on the shot clock, and we took them in awkward positions, back dribbling, 7-1 right in our face, just shots that are tough shots. That's why they're tough shots, because they're not within the flow of what you did. And look at our assist numbers. When we had 8, now you say, okay, yeah, because you shot 20-some%, you didn't make baskets, or the ball didn't move. We dribbled it, we pounded it too much, and then you result in the byproduct of that is you end up taking poorer shots. And then the same thing of playing in the paint. When we did go there, we needed to play on 2 feet and spray it better. And we had shooters open, and we were trying to go through or over 7-1 at the rim, and that's not a recipe for success.
just time for a few more here, Coach. You want water?
Sure.
Greg, I know you always talk about this tournament is about matchups. When you as a staff are approaching your advanced scout for a potential second game, knowing that matchup will be very different depending on who wins, how, if at all, does it affect that advanced scout?
I don't think it affects the advanced scout. I mean, you scout a team for who they are, right? What they are. I mean, BYU plays a certain way, VCU plays a certain way. I haven't watched a single nanosecond of either one of them, and I won't until we can take care of business Thursday. Then we'll see who the opponent is if we're in that position. But they evaluate and watch again starting Sunday night, and we get to a point Thursday mid-afternoon. We know we're advancing. I'll meet with whoever the opponent's scout is and gather information there. But it's not going to change. They're going to watch as much film as their eyes can stand and take as many notes and put together the best report they can, just like they have in the previous 35, whatever games we played, 37, 35, 26 and 9.
Anything else at all here? One more here?
Somebody touched on, you had touched on the altitude a little earlier. I'm just wondering, Tonche, his experience in Colorado State, I don't know if he's talked about, could that help at all, just having dealt with that to at least a certain extent there?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll help him, I don't know. I mean, I think the one thing is you just prepare for it the best you can, and you adjust to it. I think, having our strength coach that's been in that world with, specifically with hockey, and the travel he did with that, and his understanding of teams coming into that, how you prepare for them, and hydration, sleep, those type of things are really important as you walk forward. So I've trusted him to put a lot of this preparation in his hands, and we were in the locker room right after even before the selection show, not knowing where we were going, but he was how we were gonna approach this week, and then as the sites, you know, started getting unveiled, he already had things lined up, both here and when we get out there, to make sure we're as primed and ready for Thursday morning as we can be.
All right, I'll get everybody. Swoop.